Alright people, what's going on? It's your boy Snow. I just want to clear up one thing. You did not lose your cities. You may think you lost your cities. There is a random, it's not random, it's just poor design for users and or poor communication, and maybe a combination of both. Let me stop yammering. Let's just get into it. So you can see right here, server North America West 3 is available. I'm on this server, it's ready to play. I'm gonna go in here. Remember, North American West 3. Alright, so I'm gonna hit play. This is gonna start up. Hit the EA logo. Welcome back, Snow. Basically, what I have here is called Sugar Hill, baby. Right? But before I do that, I just want to show you this. So, I have Corpselandia, and I have the test. And I have about 8 more that I can play with if I wanted to create a new game. So here's 2 right here, right? So I'm gonna jump into this one. Actually, no, you know what? Because that's gonna confuse things. So I'm just gonna resume Sugar Hills, which is under the test. I gotta tell you people, by the way, I'm really loving this game. I'm gonna have to make a hard stop at this game pretty soon, else it's gonna consume me like it used to. Fucking simulators, man. I'm slowly but surely being pulled back into fucking PC gaming, exactly where I don't want to be. Okay, so I have the light graphics on, so don't judge the graphics. So alright, so this is the city, right? And let's go back out. So this is the test city, total population, I guess total cash, and you know, Clearwater, I didn't change it. Trinity Point, I didn't change it. The only one I changed was Sugar Hills, and the reason why I call it Sugar Hills is because of the money you can make. All right. So another thing that's pretty bad with the way that it is that you can't exit out of a region. I mean, out of a server. In order for you to to get out of here, to get out of this server, I must back out of the entire game, which fucking sucks. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay. So we're back, and you see the North America West server 3, right? So I'm gonna hit select server. Let's back this down. Alright, so you see this little logo right here. This is a server, this is the first server I was able to actually connect on, the Europe East, right? This is the second one. I just left this one. So here's this again. So if you see these blue icons on your screen, those are where your other cities were. You never lost your city. They didn't create a way where if you have an option to, one, check the cities that you check the servers that you have cities in, two, give you a dashboard that say, hey, you have these cities in these locations, in these server locations. Jump straight to this server if available. And then, you know, number 3, the biggest one of them all, they didn't express to the consumer that this is what it is. So a lot of people were claiming that they was losing their cities, and I wonder if Maxis even knew this, that people weren't losing their cities. They just didn't know that, they didn't let the users know that if you have a server and a city there, it only lives on that server as of right now. I don't know if that's spec, but this is what it is right now, and hopefully if that's not spec, that it doesn't ruin the experience when they try to merge those places over. Alright, so for the most part, when I've been playing this game, I haven't cared, because I heard about that, so I haven't cared what I did. So I have just them all over the place. But in North America West 3, I've been starting to care for a little bit, so I'm gonna be a little pissed if I lose that one, if they try to do a merger. So okay, so now West 2 is available. Let's take a look. Okay. Welcome back. Alright, so seems like here under resume game, Oh, so they cleaned it up. So they have deleted mines. Or was I abandoned? Let's see if we can find the game. Oh, it seems like I might have lost my game in that city. Let's back out. And this is the part that sucks, because I gotta back out the game. Let's just go to Europe East 1, because I know that was the first server I got onto. So there you go. I come into the city, and Corpse Hills. This was definitely the first city I fucking played. As you can see, the timestamp on this. This is the first city I ever created. And yeah. So I thought I lost the city. I'm not even gonna front to you. I thought I lost it. Let's go take a look at it. I did horribly. Basically, when Corpse Can't Laugh, shout out to Corpse Can't Laugh, baby. So basically, when I heard of all the server problems and Amazon didn't send me my game right away, I had pre-ordered it the disc because I am old school. I like to own my disc, and I have a feeling that if something does happen in the 10 years down the line, everyone who bought this digitally is gonna wish they had the disc. But let's not get into that. So here's my first city, and I like the layout that it had on it, but I thought I lost this. Like, I worked hard to get this to be income of 3,000 per hour net profit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I worked hard for this, and since I've been playing this game a little more, I kind of know what I can do to bring this number down to make this number go up, so I can achieve more of this number. And had I not known that I'd never lost the city, I would have been working on the city in those 5 days. So since we're here, I mean, I know you guys didn't come for this, but this is bonus part, so you can stop the video right here. I have nothing else to say, but for those who want to continue on with this video, I'm just gonna have a look around my city to see my layout. You can see my noob rookie mistakes. I started getting some nice little buildings here. And I forgot that I actually was doing alright. I was doing alright. Looking good over here. I like this building. What's going on here? Medium. Nice. And the value is actually higher than this. So what I could do is destroy this and this and remove this road, and they will make something way bigger. Or maybe I could take it from here, destroy these two, and they'll make something way bigger. And then probably ease up some traffic stuff over here too, or create more problems because they only have that one that way. But as you can see, these are low. These are low, and they have the cities, they have the streets to expand, but they can't. But you know what? Let's take a look down here. Now, I've learned that in this area space where I did this at was terrible. I should have never did this here. My idea was, when I connected the road, I wanted something that can go up in the hills. I didn't know this can turn into this, so I ended up doing this way by mistake. I got a little rubble house. I did this by mistake, and I noticed that it went up there, so I built a line back there, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna put the industrial here, because if I'm not mistaken, the wind is blowing that way. Let's click on this. Where's my wind blow? Right, so the wind is up here and it's blowing this way. So I figured if I have this whole strip of industry here, any pollution that they might make just will blow this way to another place. And then I put this down here so they don't have to deal with that. Well, this is before I truly understood, the value of the data maps. Now that I understand the value of the data maps, I'm going to show you that I learned later I shouldn't have did that. Because when you want to make some money, these dudes are all sitting on that oil. They're sitting on that motherfucking oil, as I like to call it, weapons of mass destruction. And I could have really used this entire region as like a oil, coal, and ore. And you might be saying, well, I only see the oil. Well, as I learned later, here's the ore, and here is that motherfucking coal. So, yeah, if you haven't played SimCity yet and you start to learn about what's what, that first region that you can pick with the 2 cities, I think it's only 2. Is it 2? Let's go to regional view. I think it's 1, 2. I don't think you could pick another one. Oh, it's 3 with the one Great Works. This one in the corner with the hills, don't make that residential. At least not down at the bottom. Don't make it dominant. Alright, so since we're in this view, needs health service. I can start another one right there. Maybe I should just come back to the city. So, let's load up Trinity Point. And again, I know this was I lost my city video and it turned into a hey, I haven't seen this city since day 1, and now I'm in here fucking around with it. So, and I didn't know the idea of like you could send stuff over. Like I knew it, but I didn't know it. Parks. I got a lot of parks here. Let's see the land value of those parks. Did I do the cheap parks where? So I got a lot of nice areas that I can put some good stuff down, and I can probably increase the density over here. But worker shortage. Let's see. Yeah, I could probably do that, and I can create some more people here to get that up and popping. But they said what they're having an issue with. Sewers are down. This is in the way. Is it sitting? It seems to be working fine. Yeah. Because I got all smart and I was like, oh, I want to add a airport. Yeah, only 40. I'm losing just for opening the airport. I'm losing money. But who cares? I'm having fun. I know this is just a game, but nobody wants to see shit running through the city. Water levels is good. Check the sewer. Electricity seems to be okay. And that's probably need for a little more. And if you ever lose yourself, you can just do that, which is cool. And I closed this down because we are buying from another place. So had to cut down some money so I can make more in an hour, so I can develop this town. With what I know now in this game, I can pretty much kill this number in a short amount of time and get this up and running. And I wouldn't even do it here first, because I know if I add the more people, if I add more residential life to this area, what I'm somewhat struggling with now on this basis will get increasingly worse. And I'm not one of those kind of people who want to deal with that as it gets worse. What I would love to do is create another city, which I do have the option to do that. Create another city in another region. This right here, I can claim this area and make this focused on low wealth, and then connect the trains so that way these jobs that's in the back will be continually to have workers from here go over here, and you can actually see that through the data. So right now I have some workers going from there to there. And actually, what kind of workers are these guys? High wealth workers. Improve your residential land. The workers will commute to Corpse Hills, right? So from Trinity Point, they will go to Corpse Hills if I create the high workers. Now, I just looked at that map, but I wasn't really paying attention. So let's look at it again. So yeah, I have some decent areas where, if you look at the map, good for high wealth. So what I could do is drop a few more parks down and create this area to be as dark green as possible, and to make this entire area full of those kind of workers. And the first thing I would do on top of that is destroy this block right here, these 2 blocks, to make this one whole thing, so that way they have room to grow. What are they asking for? Worker shortage, right? It doesn't say which ones, but I'm gonna stop the video right here because I don't want to get into this. I already see my mind ticking and I have other shit to do. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember, you didn't lose your city. It just probably sitting on a different server. If you're still watching this video, that's for you. And if you are still watching this video, tell me how you feeling in this game. I'm really loving it. The only downside to this game, and I remember I used to play the old SimCity game, so I understand the beef with the 2x2. 2x2 is medium in the last SimCity, but the trade-off that you get is so fucking dope for this game. In order for it to survive, because the gaming space has changed. And I've learned this with my hardcore games. Like, the definition of hardcore today is not the definition of what it was yesterday. Hardcore now is just, if you game hard and you play everything, or you respawn if it comes to shooters, like respawning. Back in my days, a hardcore game was, you didn't care about points, you care about the wins, and it was, you only live once. And the games that had the respawn games, they were fun. So as great as Unreal was, you took it serious when you were playing Capture the Flag because it was objective. Today, people are worried about KDs. Now, in a game like this, they have to put feelings into it. This is why the game is so different now. And to accommodate for that change, it actually works, because the SimCity person was always worried about, okay, well, this space right here, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna build this and da da da, and fuck these people here, I'm gonna change this all to agriculture and blah 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 blah. Well, okay, yeah, you can kind of still do that, and you have a smaller grid to do it in. You could beef about that. But what happens when you need to focus on your approval rating, which will help you make more money, which will, basically funnel your experience. So now it becomes more of a SimCity, but a strategy, which is more of a sim. Because I've heard SimCity players say, oh, that's not a simulation of this, that, and the third, and they're partially right, but we can always make the same argument against what the system was already. So now that you have to care about the people and entertain the thoughts of what they want or what they need, because sometimes they'll ask you like, hey, I want a place where I can have concerts at, as my city is burning. You can contemplate that, like, okay, well, got a lot of abandoned shit going on over there. So it's like, okay, yeah, so you may just want to demolish this whole spot over here and blah blah blah, but then what about the people that's here already? Are you building something for them to get back into it? Are you going to supply them more workers? This business closed. It tells you it closed because the guy still needs workers. If this was a crime-ridden area, I could see that, and people will ask me for police. Some people will ask you for a specialized area, like, hey, listen, I want a place to see rock concerts, or I want a place to watch sports games, and you would have to facilitate that area, or they will leave your city. And you can actually see that people who are more likely to fucking leave. Very happy not profitable, not happy, likely to move out. I mean, this city was when I first started, and I have a whole area over here, which I'm not surprised, of people who are likely to move out. Why? Because they're not fucking making any money, and I'm not really supplying the workers that need to get here. So anyway, let me just end this video right now before it gets too out of hand. If you enjoy the game, I hope you do. I hope you. I mean, $60 is a tall order, and I was worried about it, but I didn't play this game in 10 years, so I was willing to give this a try for 60. And I tell you what, regardless of the DRM, regardless of just the day one server problems or the day 5 server problems, EA is known for having server problems anyway. You know what? This is money well spent. And the DLC thing, I'm not going to get into that conversation, but I don't care about the DLC. Out the box, this game is fucking awesome. My name is Snow, and I'm out.